What's up, guys? I'm Jones.
And I'm Mann. And we're Jones and Mann. And tonight we are jonesing on Woodson Whiskey. Woo! Jones.
Okay.
We played around in a promo, and I was texting you one day because I was like, I got Woodson. Charles Woodson is actually created a whiskey. This is actually batch number 3. You know, I know I'd heard a little bit about the wine side. I think you've heard about the wine side. You are the football guy, and I could tell that you were just a little geeked up about Charles Woodson. This is batch number 3. I would like to tell you the price. I think it's around $30. But the problem is, it's released in small batches, and every single batch sells out
quickly,
pretty much as quickly as they freaking drop it. So, 40% alcohol. I'm just gonna let you, because I know this is your moment right here. As a gigantic Charles Woodson fan, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. And what can you tell us about this?
All right, so this is, it's Charles Woodson's brand. And for everybody that knows football, you've got to know Charles Woodson. One of the best defensive backs to ever play the game. Dedicated.
Yeah.
Greatness.
Yeah. Hall of Fame greatness.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. Being inducted this year in 2021.
And he's young, right?
Yeah.
Usually you got to be like super old to get in the Hall of Fame.
If I'm not mistaken, he's first ballot.
Okay.
Yeah, so, he was a football great.
Yep.
But he's also been curating wine for most of his career, so the downside to it is during his career, even though he has the 24 wine, because of NFL policies, they wouldn't let him promote his own product. So now, as a great, I see he's got a whiskey. I want to try his wine. So this is like a great opportunity.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. And I'm noticing on this tag right here, it's just saying, thank you for joining the journey, Woodson Whiskey. But on the back, that's the actual signature.
Yeah, that looks like a signature there.
Yeah, with Sharpie. So this is a collector's item. This is one of those things where people say, "Oh, you're supposed to keep it." No, we like to drink it. That's what it's for.
That's what it's all for.
Now I understand as I pop. Well, if I can get that, if I can grab it.
As we have a man versus bottle moment. Now the things that I have found out about this wine, this whiskey, is that it is distilled in Kentucky.
And they put it on with I can't get my hand in it.
It's distilled in Kentucky, and then it is taken and
okay, I don't feel so bad right now. All right, hold on, let me get creative. It's go ahead, continue. You was talking about in Kentucky.
All right, so what I did see on the site is that the whiskey is actually distilled in Kentucky, and then it is taken to his distillery, or where he does the craft, or they do the craft, but it's using the ultrasonic method or rapid aging, so it's only aged for like 6 months.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, at 6 months, how much do you get? And I almost forgot that he uses his own French oak wine barrels.
Yeah. So they did say the supersonic was how they accelerated?
Ultrasonic.
Ultrasonic. Supersonic. My bad, ultrasonic.
Yeah, they just play some nice tunes,
Yeah.
A little boom in the bass to age it for 6 months. But I'm curious as to how much that method is going to get, how the flavors are going to
how's it going to compare?
Yeah, how it's going to compare to something aged 2 to 4 or even more years.
Sure.
What notes could you pull out in 6 months, and even using a ultrasonic method? So
now I tell you right off the bat, I haven't even put it up to my nose yet.
Get a nice,
but I smell the bouquet already.
Wow.
Yeah. Now there's a little alcohol underneath there, but up on the top, you get a little I'm thinking wine, but.
It smells really sweet and fruity.
Yeah.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Anything else you want to tell us before we click on the drinker?
I'm sorry. The nose has gotten me so intrigued. I want to go ahead and taste it. So I apologize for being so short on the.
Hey, no problem. No problem. I think you did good. Let's click them and drink them.
That is a big punch of vanilla.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's 80 proof. I think it drinks a little hotter than 80 proof to me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It drinks very much like a 90 proof.
Yeah. I know you were talking about earlier, like before we even got into it, that you were like, ooh, 80, I would want it to feel a little bit higher.
Yeah.
It drinks hotter than 80 to me.
Yeah, it just has a great nose to it.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm gonna go ahead on and put her on the rocks. Put her on the rocks. Let's put her on the rocks. I'm not gonna pour you too much. I know you cutting back on the drinking for the next while you in your training mode, and I appreciate you sacrificing a little. What do they call it? Macros, neck, whatever fitness journey stuff goes on that you sacrificing right now to partake in this experience. But I feel like it's worthwhile. Check out my ice balls. I'll put the link.
I see they're perfect spears now.
And they're clear.
Yeah, and they are clear.
I'll put the link down below. And if you're definitely trying to pick up the glasses, the link is also going to be in the comments. It really, really has a fantastic nose on it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the wine aspect of it. Did it say what type of barrels? I don't remember reading.
French oak.
French oak? I'm sorry. What type of wine was aged in it?
Cabernet.
I was going to say cab. Because I was like, it smells like a cab when you first pop a rich cab. Tapers it down too much for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like it neat. See, I feel like I like it on the rocks. You know.
Oh, go ahead.
The one thing that's like, I think I like it on the rocks a little bit because it tapers that heat down. One thing that stands out to me is that I can't pick out, I get a little vanilla and I can't really pick out anything else. And I don't know what, maybe I just need to, this is the first drink of the day. What do you think? What do you get?
Neat. It has one of the best noses I've smelled in a very long time. And it has like this big kick of vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
When I chill it, it's like it's muted and kind of like, well, I know it's whiskey, but where's all that flavor? You know, where are the flavors going? So it's not bad. It's just it mutes out a lot of that good, surprising barrel age that I get on the neat shot.
It definitely, I would say in 6 months, it tastes like it's at least 2-3 years old.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah, because now that heat is the younger side of whiskey that you get, because a lot of times when it's spending time in that barrel, it pulls out so much oak or caramel or dried fruit that kind of adds complexity to the flavor. Maybe that's what it is. The youth of it is still 6 months old, so I don't get like I don't get it dark fruit or
right. It's not as complex as some of the other whiskeys we've tried.
Yeah, but it's $30. I'm thinking somewhere in that neighborhood. It's aged 6 months. I like it.
I hate to just say aged 6 months because you get some rapid aging out of it. So I don't know what the complete process is, if it's rapid aged or ultrasonic for a couple days and then aged the rest of the 6 months,
right.
or what that process is. Because you got to think, if you're sitting there pretty much vibrating it into the staves, right?
Yeah.
you're going to get a lot of contact very rapidly, very quickly.
I didn't even know anything about this process, truthfully. So I think that's a really a statement to how Buffalo Trace is one of the companies that does it a lot. One of the distilleries that does it a lot. That they're already experimenting with how can technology impact whiskey.
Right.
The aging process.
Right.
Consistency of flavor. Where in the olden days they had to rely on time and placement and seasons. Can that all be superseded to get us a quality spirit? And I'm thinking now solely on me saying this is aged 6 months, tastes like it's aged 2-3 years.
Several years.
Yeah. It definitely. And there's a local. I'm not gonna say the name, but there's a local place here in North Carolina that ages whiskey, but they age it in a different process. They don't use any ultrasonic or anything, but it tastes like it's 10 days old kind of deal. I mean, you still almost taste like I'm eating char kind of. It is nowhere.
It's not mellowed out.
It is not mellowed out. This is mellowed out, and it's almost like this has started to pull out some of the vanilla from the barrel already. I almost like say, I wonder if they did this for 12 months, would you have a 4 to 6 year old tasting whiskey?
Yeah. And with this being small batch craft, I'm also curious as to how they're changing their process per batch.
Yeah. So sip that ice again after it sat there for a minute.
Wow, that brought it back.
Brought it back. So a little bit of water is all this thing needs.
Yeah.
I'm happy with it.
I mean, I'm surprised. I think Mr. Woodson might have some good taste buds.
Yeah. This is, if I go on the category of youngest whiskey, this is my favorite youngest whiskey ever. I've never had anything where I've had some younger stuff though because of the aging process. But this is actually really good. Let's rate it.
Okay, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a good steady 3.5. I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because it's still, from my whiskey palate, has a little bit of heat, but I always associate that with youth or in the aging process. But I might even could go up a little bit higher if we start comparing, because I've had some stuff that's claimed to be aged longer that I would definitely choose this over in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. One of the most disappointing whiskeys that we have tried, not this year, but okay, so we thinking the same thing. That this blows it out of the water.
And so I'll have to ask if they gave any suggestions on how we should try this, or
no, they didn't.
They just wanted us to try it.
Just try it. Here's the bottle. Pop it. Try it. Boy, this is better than brother. I mean, this has got really good character.
Yeah, this has a lot of character and good flavors.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised that because typically
I am.
I do not give very good ratings to something that celebrities endorse.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times they just go into a distillery and say, "Give me that bottle."
Yeah.
But this is truly been crafted, and some really a lot of insight has gone into it.
Yeah.
And I will piggyback on your 3.5.
Okay.
I will and I want to give it a little bit higher, but it's just the initial when you first chill it.
Yeah.
It had a bite to it, and I was like,
yeah.
Where did my flavor go?
Yeah.
But I'm definitely feeling it. 3.5.
Okay.
Great job.
3.5 on something that I never. When I saw 6 months, I was like, "Oh crap!" Jones is gonna be like one automatically one. But the fact that it still stands up. Now they did give me one more thing. A nice
Woodson
glass, and I definitely want to get into the big homie.
Really
to add to
appreciate it.
your collection of glasses. I know that I love it, but I know that you are a huge fan. Woodson, if you want to send us some of them autographed jerseys, that that it would mean a lot to you. That he could put in a frame. You know what I'm saying? Sign, but
Great pitch.
but at least you can put the glass in your cabinet.
Yeah,
Good juice. I wish we were able to get batch 4 to kind of compare and see if. How, because here's a cool thing that we talked about before this start. Okay, so with this small batch process, he's aging it in his own wine barrel.
Yes.
So each year, the wine, based on the grapes, based on the climate, the wine is going to be different from year to year.
Right.
So that also translates into
craft whiskey.
When you put the craft whiskey in a what you put in 2017 might be different from 2018. What might be different from 2019.
Yeah.
So it is. It says thanks for joining the journey. It is a continuous journey because every year when the grapes are impacted from it being a cool season or a hot season. That also translates into the whiskey, and I think that's a really cool concept.
Oh, yeah. And I like the two things I really enjoy about this, and I hate to kind of sound like a fanboy, but the sustainability of his process. He's not distilling the whiskey himself,
right?
But now he's recycling his wine barrels. Yeah, they're not just being thrown away.
Yeah.
And then the part of the science and being a science geek, that is. I'm telling you, I looked up the process and I'm like, okay, that's cool. So now I want to know how you age it, how long you age it, how much of the different processes are you using, and if each batch will have a different stint of, ultrasonic and regular barrel aging, or what other additives are you adding in to kind of boost it.
Yeah.
So
if we need anybody to come tour the process, we would love to definitely do it and kind of see what all goes into that. So I definitely,
it is definitely a cool process
for sure. You're right. Beautiful.
I love that nose.
I just want to smell it.
Yeah.
All right, so cool.
Sorry, guys. Yeah. We have begun to ramble.
All right. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Jones and Mann. If you need something special, now you can't get Woodson's yet.
But they can keep going back to the website.
You go back to the website. Yep.
Woodson Whiskey.
Yep.
And sign up for the newsletters because they do
let you know what's coming. Yeah.
And let you know what's coming.
For sure. But for everything else, check out cwspirits.com/JonesNmann. Promo code Clinkum5. Support your boys, man. We need it. But we'll see you next time. Woodson Whiskey. Nice job.
Great job.
Click them and drink them.